Hey Aries, welcome to Good Witch Intuitive Tarot. This reading's for you. It's for anyone with Aries placements or anyone else who's guided to see this reading here on YouTube. This reading could resonate right now or later on down the line. My readings are predictive, so try to remember that while you're watching. If you have no idea what it is, I'd say pay even closer attention because it's probably a heads up to things that are coming down the line. Multiple messages and storylines could come out during this reading right till the very last second and even beyond. I come back on camera a lot of times and say, hey, I hope you guys are still there. For some strange reason, especially the last few months, Spirit's been sending me messages at the very last second for certain people. So, I mean, and it's like after I've already clicked off and then I get the message, right? And I'm like, so I got to come on back on and say, hey, are you guys still around? So if you can hang out to the last second of this video and maybe even a second or two afterwards, because you never know what's going to happen, that would be great. Let's get into it. Anything could come out for anyone. Spirit and angels, anyone for the highest good for Aries or anyone else who's guided to see the Aries reading. Okay, now, oh, I forgot to tell you guys, we're using the before tarot to see where we came from with this reading. And then we're using the vice versa tarot, which the side we see will be the side we read. So we don't read them in reverse because they have their own sort of different, they have a different perspective on each side of the card. And then we're going to go into the after tarot. Okay, so we're starting with the before tarot, which we usually don't do. So this is kind of fun. Temperance, the Lovers. What else do we need to know from the before tarot? So this is how we came into this energy. The Eight of Pentacles. Let's get one more. Can we get one more here? Okay, and the King of Pentacles. And at the bottom, we have the Star. All right, excellent. So what I see here, I want to look at the Star because I don't know these cards as well as others. So yeah, this is before the Star pours the knowledge into the earth, okay? So let's talk about this. So we have Temperance here, and look at how Temperance has to do with the filling of the cups, right? So this is before Temperance cups were filled to be balanced. Really interesting. And then this is before there was an agreement to do something together, right? This is before all the work is actually done, but the work is being done. And we have the King of Pentacles who has not achieved his pentacle yet. He, she, they, doesn't matter. So everything's kind of like, this is before any kind of success was granted here. It could be about work. It could be that somebody else had a similar energy where it was work and love that came out right away. You know, so this could be a work partnership or this could be a love partnership, but it doesn't have to be partnership at all. It could be that you're making a decision, because for me, the Lovers is always a decision card, but it's right next to another angel card. So we got this angel and we got Archangel Michael here. So that leads me to believe there's angelic intervention having to do with anything, if whether it has to do with partnership or work or decision or your finances or your hopes, wishes, and dreams, whatever it is that you're hoping to come into this situation. All right, let's get into it. Spirit and angels, anyone for the highest good. What do we need to know about this reading? This is an Aries reading for anyone who's guided. Could resonate now or later on down the line, and you don't have to be an Aries for this to resonate with you. What do we need to know? What are the messages? Aries reading. All right, let's do it. We have Temperance, Lovers, the Eight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and the Star. What do we need to know here about this reading? These are slightly bigger than usual because they are 2-week readings, okay? Remember that. Okay, we got the Lovers again, and the Lovers is on the side where, look at how these people are up against a mountain and they don't have the angelic help. So this leads me to believe there could be some kind of breakup. We have Queen of Wands with her back turned. He, she, they, doesn't matter. He, she, they, doesn't matter. We also have the High Priestess who's working with the universe, focused on communicating. And look at this. This is like communication coming in here with this Ace of Wands. Let's get a few more cards here, please. Okay, now we have the King of Wands who sits directly under the Queen of Wands. And we have the Magician. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the Wheel of Fortune. Some of these vice versa tarot, this is the coolest deck of tarot cards ever made, really, in my opinion. Some of them are a 2-for-1 card. This is the traditional side of the Wheel of Fortune. This is the non-traditional side of the Wheel of Fortune that also has the Magician in it. And it's funny, your star was the bottom card, but beneath the star was the Magician. So this tells me, I'm going to leave it in the upright here. This tells me that you're gathering all the tools you need to turn this wheel, and that you, or whoever this is, could be the King of Wands, could be the Queen of Wands, could be anybody, is actually manifesting this wheel to turn, to have this new beginning come in. And this new beginning might kind of come out of nowhere, or it could come in really abruptly with that Ace of Wands. Let's see what else comes out. What do we need to know? And I don't know what this is about yet. The central card to your new beginning really sits as that Eight of Pentacles there. What do we need to know? What are the messages? What do we need to know? What are the messages? You know, when we're putting in a lot of work and effort, we are manifesting, whether you realize it or not. You're manifesting changes in your life by all the hard work and effort you're putting in to whatever you're putting. Some of you might be putting it into a relationship. Some might be putting it into a job, your finances, whatever it is. Can we get a couple more cards, please? Anything at all? Oh, that's a lot, but let's see what they are. I'm going to put the Magician up here so that we can put everything in order that came out. These are more cards than I wanted to take, but I'll try to go quickly so it doesn't make your reading too very long. You've got two new beginnings sitting right here. And like I said, and you're definitely, look at the manifestation going on. Somebody's working with the universe. Somebody's calling their ship to come in. Somebody's calling in new opportunities. Somebody is calling in something here. Someone might be trying to call in new beginning after there was a breakup, or someone might be calling in their opportunity to work with a partner. A new partner, anything. We could be calling in anything. Everything's here. For me, these are normally finance and work cards, but you know, they can be anything. I feel like you have the Four of Pentacles here at the bottom. So, and look at the Eight of Wands. Look, I got to show you guys these. All right. So somebody's working with Spirit. Hi, Spirit. Thank you so much for filling my cups. Can you fill this one more cup? That's what this card is to me. It's somebody who's very grateful for the two cups that are so full, but wants this one more thing. And they're looking for it, and they're looking for a way to find it. And that movement, information, this is usually a really quick card for me. See how we have the, I guess it's like a Pegasus, the winged horse, and then we have all these wands of the crack of lightning, just like this, like boom, out of nowhere. So information, fast movement, new beginnings coming in very, very quickly. And it's probably because something like the dam breaks. When I see this kind of energy right here, it reminds me of boom, the dam broke. The Four of Pentacles used to be holding on, holding on, holding on. Now it's released, and we have all this fast, out of nowhere, almost very abrupt kind of movement. So it's like this push happens. So let's try to find out if what this push is. We have the King and the Queen of Wands. Now, when they came out, they were right underneath each other. But when I moved things around for the extra cards that came out, they kind of changed a little. But it makes no difference, really. What it is there's a new beginning happening here. There's someone very strongly working with the universe. And you know, while we're looking with the universe, we're also figuring things out, because this is a hangman. The hangman sees things from another perspective, and they purposely put themselves in this position to do that. And while they're looking, they're seeing people for who and what they are. They're seeing snakes. They're seeing who's loyal. They're seeing who needs to be cut out. They're seeing who's wearing a mask, and they're seeing people without their mask, because they're being quiet and they're quietly observing, and they get a good feel for the land, you know, for the people, really. But this really is about someone, you know, and look, that's what the Hermit's doing too. If you look closely at the Hermit's shining the light on a snake down there on top of the rock, right? So as we're trying to figure out what we want and call in from spirit what we want, we're now sure of what that thing is, or that person is, or that type of person, or that type of thing is that we want. So we're ready. So this really is all about the dam breaking, could really be movement, you know, like I'm ready, you know, I now see it all, I know it all, I've observed it all, I've been careful about it, and now I know. For some of you, you might say something and then go off on your own. Because look at the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is like a crack of lightning too. This is not the traditional side. It's the non-traditional side. All of these cards, you got these non-traditional kind of energies of, you know, out of nowhere, out of the blue, a crack of lightning. Could be a conversation. Somebody could be saying something to someone. I don't know for sure, but we're going to find out. Hold on one second, guys. Okay, I wanted to take a quick sip before we start. Let's do it. All right, we're using the After Tarot to see what's next. Okay, so we know how we came into this. Somebody's been working, manifesting. They haven't quite achieved something they really want, but they're about to see the fruits of their labor come in. And hopefully it comes in. Really, this all could be this pentacle coming in out of nowhere. Like, oh, wow, where did that come from? Well, you worked hard for it. You were manifesting as you were... whatever you were doing in this hangman state and that hermit state and that high priestess. Look how the high priestess is the central card. You've been manifesting while you've been observing and going within and figuring things out in your life. What you want, what you don't want, where you're going to go, where you're not going to go. Let's check it out. What do we need to know next here, please, about this reading? What's next? Again, this is what's next energy. We're not caring about the past. We're looking forward. What do we need to know? Whoa, there we go. Well, we're not going to fight or argue. And we're, so this always reminds me of someone who's a united front with another person. Like, look at the person who's the wounded warrior, who's got the bandages on. They look over like, hey, where did you come from? Well, I'm not your enemy. We're not fighting. You know, this is like someone's got your back. It's really nice energy. That's what that always feels to me. And the Five of Wands in this deck is about no drama, no fighting, no BS. Someone stands up and says, we're not doing this. And that could be something that you were dealing with. I didn't see that back there, but that doesn't mean you didn't go through it. Tell me more about this. This could just mean that somebody's going to enter the picture that isn't filled with drama, you know, which would be really nice. And that's what you've been manifesting in. I don't want somebody filled with drama. I'm working hard. I want somebody who works hard. I want somebody who gives, you know, a hoot about, you know, work and life and this and that, and isn't filled with drama. Let me get a couple more cards here. Wow, Seven of Cups. Let me get another one. Can I get another card on that Seven of Cups? Right on the 7? Okay. All right, so yeah, there's some kind of healing going on and more carefully choosing what you want in your life. So remember what I said. You're observing people, places, and things. You're looking at who's the snake and who's loyal. You're really looking at the mountain in front of you. You're looking at the drama from the past, and you're like, I'm not doing that again. I'm healing my heart. And look at how the Seven of Cups is always in this deck. This is why I wanted another card on it, because it's all about this person makes the wrong choices. I'm choosing the jewels and I'm choosing this, that, and the other, everything that's not good for me. And if this person had chosen differently, well, then they'd be healing their heart from the past, where maybe in the past we didn't choose correctly, but now in the future, Spirit says, be really careful how you choose, who you let in. You know, don't let people back in that want drama. Don't let people in that don't have your back. You know, it's that kind of an energy of careful how you choose, because you heal as you choose wisely. Let's get a couple more. What do we need to know here? What are the messages? Yeah, Eight of Cups and okay. Be very careful. I have to say this again, because The Eight of Cups is all about someone who goes back to see what was in the cup that spilled. And the indication here is that if you take a leap in the wrong direction, where you maybe go back to the past and deal with something or someone who was filled with drama, you could fall off the cliff, right? The fool could make a foolish mistake, wrong choice. Or is this about giving it another try with someone from the past who comes in and this time isn't filled with drama and has your back? There's like some kind of a change here in this situation where either you're going to change the way you choose and you're going to be more careful, which I would say is probably for 90% of you. And 10% of you, this could be someone coming back from the past, and the warning here is just to be careful. Have they calmed down? Have they learned? Are they better people? Or are they going to do the same old BS? And the Spirit says, make sure you don't choose to let them come back in. This is a revisit card, and that's a choice. And then you get stuck hanging onto that cliff there because of the wrong choice. Just be very, very careful. This is an indication of you could go either way with this, right? You could choose wisely and then you're fine, right? It just, if anything comes back from the past and you have to choose, don't fall off the cliff. That's the warning. And I'm sure 99% of you are going to go, oh, hell no, there's no way. That's a good thing. And the message here for you guys that know better is, the message here is, continue to keep choosing wisely, because the healing comes through remember, these two came out at the same time. The healing comes through the choices you make, and make sure that you make choices with people who don't want drama and have your back, instead of people who are going to, help you fall off the cliff by returning to your life and doing the same old BS. So good luck, you guys. I know that this was this was a pretty interesting message, and I know that half of you, more than half of you, are going to be like, there's no way I'm letting someone in from the past. So I'll just do this. I'll be careful what choices I make from here on out, because I did make that choice in the past. This really seems like a reading that has to do with someone who's been doing a lot of work on themselves, and a lot of work with connecting through spiritual means. The High Priestess, the Hanged Man, the Hermit. There were so many indications, and there's so many angelic cards here as well. The Lovers has the angel in it as well, but also Temperance has the angel in it as well. Just being really careful with the Magician also twice here, with the High Priestess and the Hanged Man and the Hermit. These are all cards of working with spirit, working with the universe, manifesting, and you're doing just that. And all I'm seeing here is to be careful what you're manifesting. You don't want to manifest someone back in from the past if you're going to fall off the cliff, right? Not that you would. Not that you guys would. There's probably a few of you that somebody's barking at the door wanting to come back in, and Spirit says keep that door shut, because we don't want to answer the door to the bark of the dog that's going to come in and cause our lives to go upside down. Yeah, karmic education. This is a karma card for, you got two karma. Look at this. You got two karma cards here. Understanding and education. Understanding what it was you learned, education, from the last time. Absolutely. I got chills. Simplicity. Life's supposed to be much more simple and authentic. Wow. I have chills right now. Authenticity. Heart chakra wide open, people you can trust, people that you don't even have to think twice are going to put you in drama, or be a snake, or cause, wear a mask, or another snake. I mean, you got two snakes in your reading, and they're saying just be very aware, because it's very simple. Authenticity is what matters. Learn the lessons of the last time, and you won't have to worry about this. And I'm sure most of you are going to say, yep, that's exactly what you're doing. Good luck, you guys. And thank you guys for hitting the like for me. It really helps the channel, and it keeps me doing weekly readings for you guys. So it's like a win-win. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.